Before the cliffs were called the River Bay, the place had another name, one no longer spoken aloud because it was believed names conveyed sleeping things beneath the earth. The people who lived there built their settlements beside a freshwater spring that trickled through the rocks into the bay. The elders said the spring was a throw in the land itself, and to spill blood into it was unforgivable. For many seasons, the settlement prospered. Fish came close to shore, cassava grew thick, and children survived their first rains. But then came the sickness. Fevers lingered too long, and a weakness settled deep into the bones. One by one, the villagers lost their strength until the settlement moved in whispers, every family waiting for the illness to reach their door. The behique, the spiritual keeper, said something beneath the island had awakened hungry. He claimed the spirit beneath the cliffs was older than the people themselves, something sealed long before their ancestors ever built the settlement at River Bay. According to the oldest stories, others had once lived near the bay generations earlier and vanished after trying to feed the thing beneath the earth. The seal they left behind was now weakening, so the ceremony was prepared. For 9 nights, the villagers fasted. Fires were kept unlit, and even children were forbidden from laughing after sunset. The chosen offering was a young man from the settlement itself, born during an eclipse with eyes too pale for any child of the island. The behique promised his sacrifice would seal the wound beneath the bay for another 500 years. The ritual began at low tide inside the cave now buried somewhere beneath River Bay's cliffs. The walls were wet and warm like flesh. The elders painted symbols in cassava ash and sea salt, while the behique sang toward the darkness below the cave floor. Witnesses later claimed another voice began singing back. That was when the ritual failed. The young man was supposed to die before the final chant ended. Instead, he remained standing after the blade entered him. Blood poured down his body, yet he kept breathing. Worse still, he smiled. Then the cave answered with a sound like a giant inhaler rising from beneath the earth, and the spring water outside turned black for a single night. Panic shattered the ceremony. Some fled into the sea, while others tried to seal the cave with stone. But the behique understood too late that they had not fed a thing beneath the land. They had opened it. The survivors abandoned the settlement within weeks. Before leaving, the behique carved a warning into driftwood and buried it above the cliffs. Every 500 years, the thing beneath River Bay remembers its hunger, and for the 100 years that followed, the land begins to rot from the inside out. The old stories say the curse returns slowly. Trees hollow from the center, stone weakens, and sinkholes open without warning. People dream of wet caves beneath their homes and wait tasting salt and blood. Then after a century of decay, the land quiets again, as the thing beneath the cliff falls back into sleep. And according to the oldest version of the tale, the sacrifice never truly died in that cave. It is still standing there beneath the island, waiting for the chant to finish.